Let the record show.
Let the record show that Sean is a dong.
You are what you eat.
Sean Donger.
You don't.
See, dong. I was gonna say we already have the perfect name for Dong and Sean together. I really do need to get a like a dugong and name him Dong.
Yeah, you guys are already on the next gym. I'm still kind of
No, we're not on the next
chillaxing
gym.
in the first town.
We finished the
No,
first
you're on the
gym.
first gym.
Yeah.
Well,
Probably shouldn't
we
just
both
chillax.
finished the
Slim
first
Jim.
gym, right? Wait, yeah, he must have.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
like
there.
I'm not gonna be chillaxing. I'm gonna be like grinding my Nito, Reno, and no, I'm gonna be grinding my Magikarp because difficult to use. Like he doesn't evolve for a while, and I'm also gonna be getting my Zubat to a level that I can use him, and I'll probably not use my Bulbasaur for a while. Yeah, don't level up your main Pokemon too high, or else you won't be able to use it until you beat Misty anyway.
Oh, cool. The people who I bought my emulator from just sent me an email with a link of like a Dropbox type file where I can just download 3DS ROMs. I'm not sure if
Cool.
this card
cool.
supports it. But
are you just
yeah.
like playing around on the internet right now?
No, I got an email notification on my phone, and then I checked it out. It's all in
Phones have
Japanese.
email?
Though.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah, welcome to 2010.
Yeah, I'm just playing like Snake on 9 right now.
You can play Snake on YouTube while it's loading.
Yeah, I know.
Press Alt and up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to the viewers.
Yeah, you can be doing that right now.
No doubt, millions. Well, not right now, but right like 5 minutes ago when this video was loading.
No, you can. I think you can just you can play it like at any point in the video.
No, because you play with the buffer icon.
Yeah,
thing.
no, but you can play it at any point in the video. It doesn't matter.
But why would they want to be playing Snake when they can be watching us?
I don't know. Why would you want to be playing with your Snake when you could be watching us right now?
I can do both. I am doing both actually right now.
So am I actually. My dong's out and it's ready to be played with.
I'm not really sure how to feel right now, but mostly I just feel kind of... No, I was thinking more repulsed and uncomfortable.
So you know what my question is? And has nothing to do with this. Why can't you steal Pokemon in this game?
Because you're not part of Team Rocket.
Well, that doesn't.
They
I feel like my personal belief should be that I can steal Pokemon if I want to.
From the NPC trainers, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
There should be like a karma level in this, like Fallout 3. Like if you steal someone's Pokemon, everyone's like, "Hey, wow, what a dick."
Well, I feel like that it would go against you in two ways. Okay, I feel like if you steal Pokemon, you should like Pokemon in the grass don't want to go near you. That'd be an interesting
right.
way
So
to
if you wanted a Pokemon, you'd have to find a trainer with that Pokemon.
Yeah.
The Pokemon.
It's actually pronounced Pokemon.
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em, so true.
You skipped part of that song. Like a record, you just like skipped right over a good 10 seconds of that.
I know.
Pokemon, so
do you want me to sing the entire song?
Please. Go ahead. We can all sing it off by heart.
You know what? I'm going to load up a YouTube video.
I have
I'm gonna
3
belt
Pokemon
the
novels
theme
and
song
the entire theme song is right in the beginning.
Do you want me to actually sing the Pokemon song?
I don't really care if you sing it or not. Just sing.
Okay.
Be my guest.
The listeners are going to love it.
He's like the drunk girl at the party. Like, "You dare me to make out with you?"
Like, no,
okay, here we go.
Can.
Wait, what?
Go ahead.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you ready?
I've never been more ready.
Sure. All right. I want to be the very best.
Stop, please.
Like no one ever was.
No more.
I wanted to keep going because this is going on YouTube.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Such views from people who want to see Daniel fail.
Oh, thanks.
You know what? Actually, it wasn't that bad.
It was for your benefit that I asked you to stop.
Okay, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that great, but it wasn't that bad. If I actually got into the moment and actually tried properly, then I'm sure I could come up with something half decent.
A poorly green screen background effect of a boat going through water while you're singing that. Shooting stars, the whole deal.
Ash running.
By the way, I have a Mankey, just so you guys know.
Taylor wanted to do that, but he couldn't be
wasn't. First off, I could have gotten a Mankey anytime I wanted to. I'm just too busy. And second off, I didn't really want a Mankey because generally, like, I currently have a Pikachu, but I don't want to use the Pikachu.
You seriously didn't want a Mankey?
No, I don't want a Mankey at all. Well, like it's a cool Pokemon. It's a great fighting type. It's really fast, but I'm not really into it.
Huh.
Yo, Gilmore, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Ooh, favorite Pokemon? It's a hard question to ask.
Actually, it's not, because the best Pokemon in the world is actually Slowpoke.
My favorite Pokemon is probably Aaron. Or is it Aaron? Aeron? That's how you spell it? I would pronounce it.
I don't know.
Yeah, Aeron, because it evolves into Lyron, and then what was the last one?
Aggron.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. If I actually had a Pokemon I want,
but that's 3 Pokemon.
Well, no, but I like Aaron. I'm just gonna count Aaron. I'm just gonna call it Aaron. I like Aaron because it's this cool little Pokemon. It evolves into this bigger Pokemon, which is also really cool looking. And then finally, you've got this huge like beast of steel and rock and whatever. But if I had to choose a Pokemon to actually own in real life, I would by far choose what is it? It's the Pokemon that attacks the professor in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald.
Oh, Poochyena.
Poochyena, yeah, I like Poochyena. I like
Emerald, actually, it's a Zigzagoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I like Poochyena.
Like, okay, Sean, you go the Pokemon you most want, and then the Pokemon you most want in real life. Or your favorite Pokemon,
My favorite Pokemon's Umbreon, and in real life, to own, it would be a toss-up between Umbreon and Arcanine.
Okay, why is your favorite Pokemon Umbreon?
I don't know, it's just sick. I love foxes, and it's based off of a fox or a dog. I love the pattern on it, and the whole dark thing. I don't know, it's just cool. I also like dark-type Pokemon. I can use Umbreon really well. Has amazing special defense. The list goes on, people.
My personal favorite Pokemon is that it's a top-up between Flygon and Crobat. They're both really awesome Pokemon. I really like Flygon because actually one of the Pokemon movies when I was a kid had Flygon fighting Salamence, and my friend really liked Salamence, so I was like, okay, I like the opposite of that, which is Flygon. I don't know.
That sounds like you, actually.
Yeah, so I like the opposite of that, and so yeah, and then I just kind of like love of him kind of grew. I love that he starts off as a Trapinch, so he's kind of like the underdog, and it takes him a while to level up. I like Vibrava. I like all of them. And then I really like Crobat. I never liked Zubat when I was like growing up because Zubat in this freaking cave that's going to be coming up is a dick. He's not a good person because he'll like confuse you and then all that. But nobody ever uses a Zubat generally. And then Generation 2 came out and Crobat happened, and then he's becomes like a really, really good Pokemon. He actually has the best stat total of any poison type. Because there's no legendaries for poison types.
Or even pseudo legendaries.
But yeah, I really like Crobat. And in real life, I'd probably want Flygon because I'd either want Flygon or like I don't know, like no, not Cyndaquil because that has like real fire. Flygon or I don't know, maybe Eevee because I like cats. But I mean, I want Flygon because I can just fly around on his back.
Yeah, Flygon's awesome.
I actually was thinking about it, and I remember the Pokedex entry for not Poochyena, his evolved form.
Mightyena?
Mightyena.
Yeah,
he's a hyena.
Yeah, and it says that only skilled trainers can actually like really really good trainers can actually properly use them, like
Well, that
strict
wouldn't
ones.
have been you then.
No, I know that wouldn't have been me. That's the problem.
Apparently Gyarados are actually
So-
really difficult to train too. So
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is that like once they like the whole thing is that they've been bullied the entire time they were Magikarp. So once they turn into a Gyarados, they're like,
fuck
oh,
everyone.
fuck yeah.
But I would treat my Magikarp with so much respect and love. I'd just be like, this is the best Magikarp ever. But it might be
Yeah.
like, like
You know, the
Ash's-
Magikarp and Gyarados are actually based off of an old, I think it's Japanese legend of a trout that swam upstream, and like just from the hardship that he endured swimming upstream, he became a dragon.
That's
Ha.
bitchin'.
That's what that's supposed to be.
Did you know that
That's
Eevee is
cool.
actually supposed to be based off of a Japanese legend where it's like a fox that can like change depending on the situation it's in?
Yeah, I've read something about that.
Yeah, so that's definitely a thing that happens.
But I'm
Oh, here's
switching
something you
mine.
guys probably didn't know. Squirtle
Uh,
is actually based off of a turtle.
Okay. Now
Whoa.
you could also say it's based off of a Squirtle of a turtle and also a squirrel because of its tail.
It's supposed to be
It's a
Squirt
squirrel.
Turtle, not Squirrel Turtle.
But look at its tail.
Yeah, I know it's fluffy, but it's supposed to look like
Squirt turtle?
it's supposed to look like waves in water.
No, it's actually supposed to be a squirrel tail. He's a
No, it's Squirt Turtle. I read it in Nintendo Power.
that's not canon. I think we should just talk about that for a little bit. But
Oh yeah, Nintendo doesn't write canon things about Nintendo products. You're right.
sometimes
Probably
I
take
don't
the
know.
shit that Nintendo says about its own games with a grain of
They
salt.
said that Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time was the very first Zelda ever.
When?
When Zelda: Ocarina of Time came out.
What the fuck? I think they meant the one for the Nintendo. It was the first Nintendo 64 Zelda game.
No, I'm actually telling a joke because none of the other Zelda games came out after that, and in the timeline, technically Ocarina of Time is the first out of those.
Okay, yeah, I
What?
guess you're right. It's the first
Well,
one in the
back
time. It was the
then.
first one in the timeline at that point.
Yeah, I was just trying to be like stupid
Yeah.
because
Before
it's
Minish
clearly-
Cap
yeah.
and Link's to the Past and Skyward Sword came out.
But yeah, from the question before, what Pokemon I would like, the Pokemon I like, Aaron is still staying as Pokemon I like, but the Pokemon if I had to choose in real life at like the age of, let's say you were 6, right, and you got your first Pokemon, right?
Generally
Right.
you're 10, but go on.
Okay, we're not. You fight preschoolers, dude.
I'm sure you're gonna stumble into one of like at some point
No,
yeah,
man, the world's not full
but no.
of them. They're full of regular animals and sometimes Pokemon.
in the first 2 episodes of the anime. Yeah, but
But yeah, as I was trying to say, the first Pokemon you ever get, you get given it by your parents, by your grandparents, or you find it, or something happens, you get a Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Vulpix.
Vulpix.
would
Yeah,
be my
that's a good choice.
I
Yeah.
don't think it is a good
'Cause-
choice. Because
What
if you
did you
touch it,
just
if you
say?
fuck around with its if you fuck around
That's
with its tail,
Ninetales.
okay. But I mean, even if it evolves, it has a lot to do with luck and stuff. And if you're just a little kid and you don't know how to treat it right,
I think the
You
Ninetales is more of a
probably
spiteful
learn.
thing, and if you were its trainer, it wouldn't curse you if you touched its tail.
what if it
But I think it's
hated
more
you?
just like arrogant assholes. Well, then you probably were a bad trainer and are worthy of being cursed anyway.
True.
Yeah.
Basically, what you're saying to me, Taylor, is that you wouldn't want Ninetales because you'd be an asshole to it.
I feel like it accidentally touched its tail and it would just hate me. No, yeah, but Vulpix is definitely a good choice. I always liked it more than
That's only a
Growlithe.
legend too in the Pokemon universe that happens.
Wasn't that what happens in Mystery Dungeon? Like you're like a little kid who touches a Ninetales tail.
Oh yeah, yeah. The first ones.
Yeah.
You weren't a little kid. You were some arrogant prick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
My
that
Bulbasaur's
was like a
evolving.
whole thing. Is that you were kind of a asshole as a human, I think.
Yeah,
A
but then you like
Dattle.
become like the best Pokemon ever.
Yeah, I was a Cubone. That was such a shattering like world. When did Mystery Dungeon come out? When I was like 10.
Yeah.
And like I did this survey at the beginning. It was like, "You're Cubone, the lonely Pokemon." I was like, "Oh."
I got like Piplup or something, but I got mine later. Like I got
That
the
was
later.
that was
Mystery
this.
Dungeon.
Yeah, the other Mystery Dungeon.
I never played the other
First
Mystery.
one,
Like I only played the one for the DS, and I actually got because I played it a bunch of times because I didn't want. I got Bulbasaur, and then I got Cyndaquil. the second time I took. Cause I just didn't want to play as Bulbasaur, and I feel like there should be either I think it should be optional whether you do the test or not, because sometimes I
Yeah,
don't.
for sure.
Because
I
I was
always
like,
thought
oh, I
that.
want to play as this, and then I would have really would love to play as Eevee, but you had to play as a girl, I think.
Oh, that's a huge problem.
Yeah, like I don't want to play as a girl, right?
Oh no, some of the pronouns are changed during dialogue with other characters. I don't
Hey, my
want
God,
that.
thing's pink, you know. I don't want that. I'm a man. I'm a man. I love.
Change that.
So I just got the most legendary thing ever. My Magikarp's out in battle. Like he's out. He's out and about. He's fighting.
Yeah.
Fighting.
I still love how
Making
you just
moves.
kind of drag him around.
Yeah, that's actually the art for the Let's Play is gonna be my character
Up on the
dragging
screen
him
right
about.
now. It's crunch time, Taylor. You gotta get it done before you
Boom.
upload this video now.
Well, actually, I can just never put the video up, so that's a thing I can do.
Dick.
A little bit, yeah. No thanks, I'm kind of full. That was the.
What was that movie with like David Spade and they were like doing a nature documentary and they found a dwarf shark with the teeth all out and David Spade just spent like 3 minutes doing the sound effects for it. I never saw that movie, but I remember really wanting to see it.
I don't know. You know what? I
Man,
actually do
mankeys?
remember that happening though. Like I remember the ad for that.
This game's so glitchy. You can get like seen by another trainer and they'll come walking up to you and while they're walking, you'll get in a fight with a wild Pokemon.
I honestly can't tell if I'm less perceptive than you or I'm just not having the same problems.
You're less perceptive.
I'm probably way less perceptive.
We all know that. Oh, a little fun fact for the viewers, a fun little story. A couple weeks ago, Taylor and I and a couple of our friends went for a camping trip. And the entire way up there, everyone was saying, oh, Taylor's alone in his own kayak rather than it with other people in a canoe because he always flips. And we're like, all right, sure enough. And then we're on the way up there, we were like, is there some waterproof vessel where we could store our electronics? And Taylor was like, "Oh, I have a waterproof container in my kayak as well
Oh,
as the Ziploc bags." And
I
no
think
one
it's an
connected
important
the
thing to
dots.
mention that it actually turned out not to be waterproof. It was water resistant.
That's coming up later in the story. No one
Whatever.
Ruined
connected
it.
the dots. So about halfway to the island, we get passed by the other group of kayaks, and we're like, what happened?" And they're like, "Oh, Taylor capsized." So my girlfriend and I are like, all right, sure, we'll go to the island and like try and set up a camp or whatever. And then once we get there, we're like, oh shit, Taylor had our phones. So we turn them on, and it turns out that Taylor had a over $1,000 worth of damage in his little capsize there.
But didn't your phone end up working in the end?
I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
So no one connected the dots between oh Taylor's a shit kayaker and oh Taylor has all of our most important shit.
Yeah. Definitely. I feel bad, but I had to buy a new phone, and like I was responsible for my own phone breaking, and I'm just glad that their phones didn't break.
Yeah, well, there's still some little bugs that happen with my phone, but it's nothing major.
Yeah, I had to buy a new phone, which sucked.
Yeah, I feel so bad for you.
I mean,
Excuse me.
I feel bad that you guys didn't, know about my stupidity and protect me from my own stupidity.
No one wanted to protect you. We all wanted to protect our shit.
Yeah, but yeah. And you know what? You know what's really stupid? I actually knew that those were only water resistant, so I don't know why I didn't do something. Because last time I had my phone in there, but I put it in my sock. I put my phone in my sock and in a bag.
You know what's funny is that the Ziploc baggies are supposed to be waterproof, and something happened on the way up there. The water got in, but then the baggie sealed itself, so the water
Yeah.
didn't get out.
Like
So
it's just like let's protect your water from other water.
Thank God the hot dog buns were untouched, though.
The hot dog buns were a little moist.
No, they were just soft because they were like all squished together and cold. They may have felt wet, but
Yeah.
they wasn't. Daniel, where are you right now?
Oh, I'm
Okay.
still on like the not Victory Road, the road that leads to the Pokemon League because I'm just leveling up stuff.
All right. Well. Okay. Kind of need you to help transfer my Pokemon.
Sorry, I'm just doing
I
something.
can probably go to my other account when we go to break. Okay. I can do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, how long should we go to break soon? I'm not sure how
Yeah,
long
we're going
we've
to
been
break in 2
recording
minutes
for.
actually.
Okay.
Actually, fuck it, I'm going to break now. Well, thank you guys, everybody. It was a productive episode.
Mm-hmm.
Now you all know.
I caught a
Now you all have
Mankey.
a kind of an introductory glimpse at
Taylor.
Taylor's stupidity.
Well, I could end the episode by saying Sean's a dork.
We hope you enjoyed today's video. Sean and I would like to extend our appreciation out to Daniel for being our guest on today's episode. Another special thanks goes out to YouTube user Remote Island Syndrome for creating the 8-bit rendition of the Pokemon theme that was used in the intro and outro of this video. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, and if you want to join the cult of Taylor and Sean, all you need to do is hit the subscribe button down below. And finally, for those wanting to keep up with us on social media, make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. All relevant links will be in the description below.